Welcome to our live training session number 37, part 3. In this video, we're going to take a look at doing our full throttle tuning on our low cam operation. We're going to be using our closed loop O2 control to guide us in our fuel changes and our per cylinder knock control to guide us in our spark timing changes. We're going to have a ton of things to cover, so let's jump into our live training session so we can get started. Welcome back to our live training session here with our supercharged AP2 Honda S2000. In the last video, we dialed in our idle and part throttle areas for both fuel and spark timing. We also dialed in our idle control. So now everything is going to be working, the car is drivable. We're ready to start take a look at our full throttle tuning process. That's going to be essentially what we focus on in this video, but there's some other things I want to cover as well. Now, first thing I want to cover is taking a look at our post-start enrichment. The engine right now is up to operating temperature, so it's 176 degrees right here. We can see in the warm-up enrichment table that it's going to be right here at this particular data point and showing it's 0% modifiers. We're not going to be adding any fuel when it fires off. Oftentimes, when we fire up an engine as it's sat for 5 or 10 minutes, we need to add some more fuel. If we don't, it's going to be running lean for the first 20 or 30 seconds. That is going to be what the post-start enrichment is going to be fixing for us, which is going to be related here to the start extra versus temp table, and then also the start extra versus decay. The start extra versus temp is going to be adding wherever our coolant temp's at here, in this case 176 degrees, it's going to be adding 16.6% fuel on top of whatever our calculated value is from our main fuel table here that we've already tuned. And it's going to be doing that and tapering it out here, the decay table, how long it's going to keep it in for. It's going to start to taper it out here over 8.8 seconds. So it's going to hold it at 16.6 and then taper it back out here again over 8.8 seconds. What we're going to have to do here is let it fire up and run. And we're going to specifically take a look here at our oxygen sensor, the wideband reading. We want to see what this reads when it fires off. We should see that it maybe goes into the 12s or 13 air fuel, and then it slowly tapers its way out into the 14, 15s. We're also going to know, talking about this, that our O2 feedback value, the O2 number 1 feedback, should also start to kick in and trim it. Now what we're going to do in this situation, because I don't have my O2 feedback on here, we're going to go to the channel and clicking on it, actually it's right here, it added it right here. So let's go move this down our list. Let's bring this down by our O2 number 1. So we're going to pay attention to what the wideband's reading, and then if the feedback kicks in and starts to trim it. Now what we want to see is that it runs again 12, 13 air fuel when it fires off, tapers back out to 14, 15s, and we don't want to see the feedback value here starting to pull out fuel if it's too rich. Let's try this first. It's the first thing I want to cover here before we get into the wide open throttle tuning. Let it run here for a second. And we're going to find, unfortunately, the wideband here is actually, it's in its warm-up period. It's about 20, 30-second warm-up, and then it will start to register. So we're actually not going to be able to see what this post-start enrichment is doing. Now, the idle is stable here after it fires off. That doesn't seem like it's a problem. Yeah, we can see right now that the feedback's on, and it's going in here and adding a little bit. Now, in fact, we might actually have to add a little bit when it fires off. Previously, when we had this running, it was around -2, -3%. It was taking a little bit out. Now it's adding a little bit here. So we might want to go into our start extra versus temp table here, maybe add some. So we can see at this point, we're adding here 16%. Let's go here and add 20. And all throughout the rest of the warm operation, I'm going to add 20% here. And then I'm going to do H and just horizontally interpolate, kind of like in this range right here, just blend that in a little bit. And then the decay here, it's going to be how long it keeps it in for. Let's decay it slower. Let's keep it in a little bit longer. So let's keep that additional fuel in a little longer. Right now it's showing here 8 seconds. I'll click S for set. Let's do 15 seconds. And we'll do that all throughout the rest of the warm operation here in the coolant temperature. And then let's just blend this back to the table, click H. So we'll just do some quick blends there. And then let's save it. So we'll save that. Thanks for checking out our teaser clip. If you want to see the rest of this video and more than 500 hours of current EFI training we have to offer, make sure you click right here. If you want to go and check out more teaser clips from this training course, click here. And you don't want to miss any of the videos we're going to be releasing on this channel, so make sure you subscribe and click here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.